Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a Brompton electric, and what seems to be the problem is this cap isn't staying closed as it should do. So when you remove the battery, the cap is supposed to close back up again, and you put the battery in, it opens up and clips into there. But this has gone weak. What we can see just down in here is there's a spring, and that spring is not in the right place. So I'm going to show you how to sort that out. Pop this down over here. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to take this off. Need to be careful, the spring may fly out, so just be careful of that. So there's a couple of little pivot points just here. Easiest way is open this up and get your finger behind it and just gently prise this side, and then once it's prised off, just be careful, put your hand over here and then just pull it off, and then here we go, we've got the spring. Right, so what we'll do, we'll have a look at this in a little bit more detail. So what we have here is we have a little spring like that, and if we look carefully, just in here there's a little place where that spring is supposed to be hooked into, just there. And what had actually happened on this one is that spring had jumped from there and it was catching just here, so we were getting, let's try and get that back in focus, so we were getting a partial spring back action but not all the way. So what we need to do is we need to get one side of the spring in there, and then the other side of the spring needs to go into a little groove just there. And this can be quite tricky to do because it's all under tension, and as you try and put it back on, it springs out. So I'm going to show you a little trick on how to get that done nice and easy. What you're going to need is you're going to need a paper clip, and a paper clip, you open it up and leave a bit of a hook on that side. That'll be our tool that's required, so it shouldn't cost too much. Right, okay, let's pop you back over here. I'm going to show you this actually. Let's have a look. What I'll try and do is reposition . Okay, let's see how we get on with that. The spring has a long piece and a short piece. If you look carefully, there is a bit of a difference. What we want to do is firstly, how are we going to do this? It's the short piece that'll go, and it has to catch inside there. And the long piece is the piece that will go in here. So what we're going to do is we're not going to worry about the piece that needs to go in there. We can deal with that with our paper clip. What we're going to do is we're going to get this positioned into here, so you can see that it's in the hole. That's that little catch there, so it's in there. Don't worry about where this sits, that's absolutely fine for now, but we're just going to get this nice and in the right position. So part one is just there. And what we're going to do now is we've got these two little grommets. They are the ones which go into these little holes, and that is what will hold this piece onto here, onto this block. So what we'll do first is we position this side in first. You have to be careful. Well, what's happened on this occasion is it popped back out, so a little bit of a fiddle. If it pops out, you just got to start again. Got to get it back in there. That's your position number one. That needs to go in first. going to start from the spring side first, because that's the trickiest part. So once that's in, take a look. You can see that the position number 1, which I mentioned, is in place. Clip that over. Now what we'll see is it'll have like no real action there. So if we look now, if I can show you in here, spring position 1 should be in place. You can't really tell so well there, but you just have to take my word for it that it is in place. And the longer part of the spring is there, and that's in the wrong place because we want that down there. This is where the super duper tool comes in, which is our paperclip. So let's have a look at that. What I want to do now is we're going to use our paperclip to fish. You'll see as you can. I'm going to fish it. I need 2 hands for this. What we're going to do is we're going to fish it out, and then we're going to bring it around and pop it underneath here. So once I fish it forward, I'm going to hold on to it and then bring it around, clip it under there, and then that's going to be where I hold it, and then I'm going to push it into here. So I'll see if I can show you that. That might be a bit tricky with the camera. Okay, so I've got hold of it. Let's try and do it with this hand. Okay, so what I've done is I've pinned it there, and you can see that it's under that triangle, but it's not quite locked into place. So all you do then, you just put a bit of pressure on there and it goes across. So now let's see. Right, snap shut now. So we've got our long part going into here, and we've got the short part in that little section right down there. But now that's got a lot of strength to it. You can hear that. That's brilliant. That's exactly what you want, because what you don't want is you don't want it limp like it was before, and then that, if you're riding without the battery, then it just allows dust and water and all of that to get in there. So you want it nice and tight, and that's how you do it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll put some more things on. I've had the Brompton now for a couple of months, and I've got to say it's definitely the best investment when it comes to a bike. Been thinking about Bromptons for quite a long time, and finally took the plunge and bought this bad boy. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Amazing piece of kit. Highly recommend it to anybody, but I'll try and do some more videos for you guys. If you want anything in particular, let me know. I have put on a pannier rack, an aftermarket one, because I couldn't get hold of the Brompton one for love nor money. If you want me to do a video on how I put that on, give me a shout and I'll take it off and put it back on, but let me know if that's what you want. Okay, cool. Well, this is it's been a pleasure. It's the first time I've ever done a video for YouTube, so let's hope that it's useful to you guys. Just one more time because it's satisfying. Brilliant. See you soon.